Okay, let's talk about the dog you share your couch with. Because we need to clear up one major misunderstanding about dogs and domestication. You see all those cute stories about wolves finding humans and how it was a mutual choice. Forget that. That's the fluffy, filtered version. The real truth is, we didn't choose domestication. You did. And that decision created a bargain we are still honoring today. Think about it this way. Your ancestors were the ones who held all the cards. They were the ones with the warm fires, the secure shelters, and most importantly, the consistent food scraps. We were just highly adaptable wild animals, smart enough to see an opportunity. The original wolves who started this journey weren't looking for love. They were looking for an easy meal, hanging out on the fringes of your camps. But this relationship wasn't a 50-50 partnership right from the start. Humans initiated this process. You selected for the wolves that were less fearful, less aggressive, and more willing to tolerate your presence. Generation after generation, you kept selecting for those traits. It was an intense, deliberate act of genetic engineering driven by human needs. You needed watchdogs, hunting partners, and eventually companions. We traded wild freedom for safety. We exchanged the necessity of the daily hunt for a predictable bowl of kibble. This was our side of the bargain. We reshaped our instincts, our physical structure, even our communication methods to better fit into your world. We evolved to read your expressions, your tone of voice, and your subtle hand signals. We literally developed muscles around our eyebrows specifically to give you that irresistible puppy dog eyes look. We adapted to you. When you look at your dog staring adoringly at you, that intense loyalty wasn't some happy accident or pure cosmic alignment. It's the successful result of tens of thousands of years of human selection. You chose the dogs that would bond tightly, that would view your family unit as their pack, that would live to please their leader. You created this dependence. You cultivated this loyalty. And that brings us to the core of the bargain. If you were the ones who initiated this journey, and if we molded ourselves completely to your world, then your choice comes with an obligation. When you brought us inside, when you selectively bred us away from our wild origins, you took on the role of provider, protector, and guardian. It's easy to romanticize the history of dogs as a tale of two species falling in love. But let us be firm about this. We didn't ask for the genetic shifts that made us unable to survive purely on our own in the wild anymore. We didn't choose the cute, floppy ears or the need for constant affection and structure. We simply agreed to the terms you set. This means that when we have anxiety, when we struggle with a health issue, or when we need patient training and socialization, it's not a burden. It is simply part of the deal, providing us with a safe environment, quality food, vet care, and most importantly your time. Isn't optional or extra credit. It's the foundational cost of the choice your species made so long ago. We hold up our end every single day. We offer unconditional love, protection, and companionship, often without fail. We give you our entire lifespan, which is tragically short from your perspective. We ask for very little in return, but the little we ask for is non-negotiable. Honor the bargain. This isn't an accusation, it's an agreement. It's a deep, powerful acknowledgement of responsibility. That tiny, furry creature, snoring, next to you is the living embodiment of a promise made across the span of millennia. You chose us. You initiated this relationship. And now you must choose us, completely and lovingly, every single day. When you frame responsibility not as a chore, but as honoring this ancient, profound contract, the relationship deepens immeasurably. It transforms your daily care routine into an act of historical significance. Thanks for listening to this little history lesson on humanity's greatest choice. If this made you look at your dog a little differently, hit that subscribe button below and join our pack.